together specific predictions around the IT and MSP channel for 2023 because I think there are some lessons to be learned about the why of business decisions. So let's dive in to some channel predictions. First, N-able will go private. Many listeners will be surprised here, and I'll note I'm not even the first to predict this, as RBC analysts specifically put the company on lists to go private. It's not a great standalone business, as shown by its stock price and market reaction. Disclosure, I'm a shareholder. I'll give you a scenario of how it will go down. Thoma Bravo will do its financial magic and make the acquisition of N-able appealing to ConnectWise's CEO Jason McGee, who will acquire solid backup technology and an email security platform, both of which are missing in his portfolio. The market has shown that they don't care about having multiple RMM platforms, and McGee's willingness to spend on paying off technical debt via the ASO platform will address N-able CEO John Pagliuca's unwillingness to do that. Additionally, Pagliuca brings public market experience. While I don't believe ConnectWise will IPO in 2023 because of market conditions, this experience will help ConnectWise position for IPO or its next liquidity event. Going public, then private, then public is a play we're going to see. Now, why do we care? This is about understanding the cycles of liquidity events. Providers act surprised whenever there's a significant change to an MSP platform. The writing is visible if you choose to pay attention. Now, my second prediction for the channel, Huntress and Auvik will be unexpected acquirers. I admit I slept on Auvik's nearly $300 million of fundraising, which is quite a war chest for acquisitions, and their acquisition of Saslio woke me up. They made 3 acquisitions this year. They're making a run to bulk up, trying to be one of those players that do consolidate the market. Huntress Labs' war chest isn't quite as large, but they raised another $100 million in Q3 this year. They'll make a run on the security platform play, and I expect them to make a few tuck-in acquisitions this year. On this one, why do we care? Identifying the buyers and sellers among your vendors will soften any blow or emotional response when those liquidity events happen. Here are 2 easy-to-see sides of the equation, simply due to their investments. Next prediction, there will be continued hype around MSP M&A, yet the numbers will not change by any order of magnitude. Now, this one is easy for me to predict. Some pundits love to talk about the trend to consolidation. It's a mirage. Channel E2E does a great job covering all the activity and will cite over 2,000 deals in the technology space. That includes not just providers, but software vendors too. With more than 100,000 providers alone in North America and upwards of 300,000 Microsoft partners of all sizes, 2,000 is not a significant percentage. If you dig into Service Leadership's data about private equity-led MSPs, they aren't outperforming. They're generally performing right in line. These platforms are suitable and good for the operators individually, yet they do not change the overall industry's dynamics. Specific markets may have a wider variety of competitors, yet even tripling of activity won't make the percentages that big a deal. Austin McChord will enter the MSP market. June 2022 is Austin's anniversary for leaving Datto with its sale to Kaseya, and November 2018 was when he stepped down as CEO of Datto. Those non-competes will expire, and notably, August 2023 will be the 3rd anniversary of his role as CEO of Kaseya, which is in the healthcare space and has served on the board of cybersecurity Zorus for 4 years. That alignment of dates screams opportunity. When Datto was acquired by Kaseya this summer, I highlighted how Austin's messaging was explicitly timed. He was on the seller side of the deal and could have, if he wanted to, put conditions on employee benefits. Instead, after the agreement, he criticized the buyer, Kaseya, which is not a difficult target to rally channel people against, and sent a message to potential employees that clearly stated, "You can work for me again." Now, why do we care? Just like my analysis of Rob Ray's departure from Datto was related to personal motivations, so is my thinking on Austin. He founded Datto in 2007 while living with his parents. He's not old by most definitions, and he can invest and place his money into another run. And his most valuable asset? Time. He wouldn't have spent time waiting in on staffing if he wasn't interested. And finally, one more channel prediction. Kaseya won't go public. They want to. It's a theme in interviews and the buzz is there. I don't see it happening in 2023, and here's why. First, I want to acknowledge the market conditions they would be entering. 2022 has not been good for tech and tech IPOs, and I'm not expecting 2023 to be great for most tech. It will not be abysmal, but the growth parts of the public markets will be under scrutiny. You don't go out then because it's not necessarily as high a valuation. Second, they need that froth to overcome the rejection previously. Despite the very well-crafted messaging around Datto's MSP public entrance, the market rejected them. Kaseya bought them at a discount because the stock had been going down. Enable is trending the same way. They've bounced up in Q4 of 2022, so it's not the linear decline of Datto, but they've never come close to their IPO high and, as I've predicted, are likely to go private. So far, investors aren't loving managed services despite what they claim. They have platitudes to reference. I have stock prices. They're knee-deep in the integration of swallowing Datto, and Kaseya is dealing with the noise of being particularly unloved by the community. With market conditions rough, they'll finish that work and consider IPOing in 2024. And here's a bonus tidbit, an easy 3-part Kaseya turnaround plan to be ready for 2024. It's incredibly simple. First, Fred Vokola goes quiet. It's more potent if he isn't the CEO, but at a minimum, stop talking. When you qualify interviews by saying, "I'm not being a dick," you're being a dick. I actually think Fred got the raw end of the stick by Datto's management team's ineptitude in managing their team's expectations. But you've already lost the battle if you're qualifying your statements. Second move, hire a big-name face to be a customer advocate. Spend the money to empower somebody. And finally, Kaseya, adjust your contract terms. I get it. You love 3-year lock-in deals. You love how they look in Excel spreadsheets. They're toxic, Kaseya. Make your default 1-year deals, offer better pricing for longer terms like everyone else, and have a pure monthly option that's more expensive. Stop fighting that battle that only serves to piss everyone off. Now, why did I spend time here? Because of the lessons it provides for everybody. This isn't that hard. Thanks for watching my 2023 predictions around the channel. If you missed any in the series, I re-examined my 2022 predictions as well as predicted about the market and security. Dive right into that 2022 recap by clicking here and make sure to hit the like on this video and in particular that subscribe button. It helps pay the bills. Thanks for watching.